I can hear her heartbeat.
Prior to the Logos incarnation, when God became flesh, there was no other prophet in ancient Israel except for Hosea, who had the guts to say it. God loves His people with a passionate, sensual, crazy love. To convey God's unique and crazy love for an obstinate Israel, Hosea uses a quite colorful and graphic word, ahava, which derives from the onomatopoeic verb ahab, alluding to love-making, to breathe heavily, to be excited. But this word is more appropriate to paint man's love for a woman than God's love for Israel. The Hebrew lexicon has an even better religious term, chesed, expressing the unconditional, dutiful love of a father for his children. Instead, Hosea chose hava. But why the prophet's predilection for such a graphic word? We have to remember that in the 8th century before Christ, Hosea's time, Israel was still limping, as in the days of the old and wild prophet Elijah, oscillating between Yahweh, the God of Exodus, and Baal, the Canaanite god of vegetation. Israel became almost paralyzed, like Buridan's donkey, unable to stand up or make up his mind. The people God took out of Egypt turned blind and deaf to God's tenderness. That is why Hosea uses such an edgy language, to show the immensity and magnitude of God's love and the pettiness of Israel. God is eager to sacrifice His majesty by snatching Israel, His wayward wife, aside to seduce her and show in a rather violent and desperate way His true love. God is willing to ask Hosea to take his adulterous wife back home, thus transgressing His own commandment, which plainly forbids remarriage, conform the book of Deuteronomy. All these strange and divine acts are meant to awaken Israel from his slumber and make her realize God's love. Hence Hosea's dramatic way of speaking, his graphic and absolutely unrestrained language. This crazy, I can think of no other adjective in English to describe it, love of God for all Israel was fully and dramatically shown to us when God willingly sent His only begotten Son to die for us, which did nothing to deserve such a sacrifice from both. God delivering His Son, and the Son accepting His betrayal, the passion, the cross, and the agonizing death in our place. Imagine a father asking his own son to donate his liver to someone who wasted his life away on alcohol and now needs a transplant. But God did just this. He sacrificed His own beloved Son, for He loved so much the world, as John rightly says. But from a human logical point of view, this is nothing but crazy love.